Samsung frame versus Hisense Canvas. Straight up, one of these actually looks like art on the wall when it's off, the other looks like a TV pretending to be art. And the price gap between them is bigger than most people expect. The real trade-off isn't picture quality. It's how much you're paying for the design illusion and what's actually included in the box. If you care about a flush, gallery-style look above the fireplace, one fits. If you want the aesthetic without the premium tax, the other makes more sense. Both linked below. Art mode realism. This is the whole reason you're even watching this video, so let's not dance around it. The frame, when it's off, genuinely fools me. The matte coating has this print-like texture that kills reflections and gives art a paper-on-canvas feel. There's a review where someone says guests actually reach out to touch the screen, thinking it's a real painting. That tells you everything. The canvas is convincing too, especially with the magnetic teak bezel snapped on, but it sits a hair further from the wall, and the high matte finish, while solid, doesn't quite hit that same gallery print illusion. One owner straight up said the art mode is unconvincing once you know it's a TV. So if maximum decor illusion is the obsession, Samsung is ahead.
If looks like a frame from across the room is enough, the Hisense delivers 90% of the effect.
Bezels matter here too. Samsung sells them separately, and they're not cheap. Hisense includes the teak frame in the box and lets you swap to white or walnut for a small upgrade. That's a meaningful difference in how the TV actually arrives at your door. Which leads straight into the install package, because this is where the math gets real. The frame ships with the slim fit wall mount and a One Connect box, so every cable routes to a single external hub you can hide 10 feet away. Clean. Beautiful. The problem, the 2025 model uses a wireless Connect box variant on certain Pro configurations, and there's an owner who reports it can't keep up with 4K HDR without dropping frames, even from 3 feet away. Frustrating at this price point. Bezels, extra. Art Store subscription extra if you want premium pieces. That extra cost adds up fast. The Canvas includes the ultra slim mount, the teak frame, and gives you a free art library, plus the ability to upload your own photos by QR code without paying a monthly fee. No external box, which means cables run behind the panel itself, so you'll want a recessed outlet for a truly flush look. A few owners flagged that the mount has no post-install adjustment, so measure twice. Honestly, for a buyer who hates surprise charges, Hisense is the cleaner story out of the box. Now, picture quality. Bright rooms first, because that's where both of these earn their existence. Both matte coatings genuinely beat down glare in ways a glossy OLED can't touch. Sunlight pouring through the windows, you can still watch comfortably on either one. Colors are vivid, 4K detail is sharp, and for everyday streaming and sports, you'll be happy. Dark scenes are where the cracks show. The frame's local dimming is, real talk, mediocre. There's a long, detailed review from an owner who calls out blooming, lifted blacks, and a pulsing brightness effect when bright objects appear on dark backgrounds. That's a known panel limitation, not a one-off unit. The Canvas isn't OLED perfect either, but it supports Dolby Vision HDR and tends to handle dark content with fewer complaints. Neither will replace a proper home theater set, but for mixed lighting and casual movie nights, the Hisense feels more forgiving. Smart TV side. Google TV on the Canvas is clean, familiar, casts from your phone in 2 taps, and the app library is basically endless. Yes, it ties into your Google account, which some people find intrusive. Fair point. Samsung's Tizen is fast and polished, but the complaints about ads on the home screen, sponsored remote buttons for Samsung TV Plus, and the constant marketing nudges are loud and consistent. One owner put it bluntly, they didn't spend this kind of money to have Samsung run ads on their living room wall. If you're the kind who just wants to sit down, open Netflix, and not be sold to, Google TV is the lower friction daily experience. Gaming in motion, quickly. Both push up to 4K 144Hz with VRR, so on paper they're matched for console play. Frame Pro has slightly slower response times in fast action per expert testing, and the Canvas handles motion comparably well. Neither is a dedicated gaming display, but for living room PS5 or Xbox sessions, you won't feel shortchanged on either. Sound. Both are thin panels, both sound passable, and both will eventually push you toward a soundbar if you care about movies. Plan for that either way. Price and value. Here's the real trade-off. They're not in the same range. Samsung commands a meaningful premium, and that premium pays for the matte print finish, the One Connect ecosystem, and the brand. But you're also paying separately for bezels and potentially the art subscription. Hisense lands considerably lower, includes the frame and mount, gives you free art uploads, and during sale events tends to drop even further. What you actually get for the money tilts hard in one direction, and the gap is wider than the spec sheet suggests. Here's the call. From most of you watching this, the Hisense Canvas. The frame is in the box, the mount is in the box, the art uploads are free, and Google TV stays out of your way. That's the smarter buy for the money. If your obsession is maximum gallery print illusion and guests literally touching the screen, the frame is still the one. No fluff, nothing else nails that effect. If dark movie nights matter more than wall art, the winner falls apart even harder for Samsung. Canvas with Dolby Vision is the call. The Hisense drops more during sale events, so time it if you can. And you? Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments, both linked below.